Cameroon's economic capital, a unique art collection is on display. Titled Yesterday's Memory, Tomorrow's Memory.
We are trying to preserve this heritage despite many things that have changed in the designing, embroidery and the model.
If I'm telling you, you don't like it, I call it defeat.
Join Musam Khalipi on Afroshowbiz every Saturday at 19:30 CAT.
A very warm welcome to you at home. I am Musam Khalipi, and this is Afroshowbiz News, the show that keeps you in the know about all things art and entertainment from around the African continent. Now, as always, we love hearing from you, so send us those emails at afroshowbiznews@sabc.co.za. Also follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @Afroshowbiz News. Let's have a look at stories making headlines today. One of South Africa's broadcast corporation DJ passes away. African artists showcase their diverse craft in Cape Town, South Africa. And South Africa's musician Yvonne Chaka Chaka headlines the Kora Festival in Kenya. South Africa's Umhlobo Wenene FM DJ Saba Mbiklane has passed away on Thursday after a motorcycle accident 3 weeks ago. Mbiklane was hospitalized since the 9th of February and had remained in a coma for 3 weeks before he passed away. He has won many awards for his role in the promotion of traditional Maskandi music.
Umhlobo Wenene radio presenter and DJ Saba Mbiklane passed away on Thursday. He was airlifted to Nelson Mandela Academic Hospital in Umtata with serious head injuries after crashing his motorbike in his hometown of Manfre in the Eastern Cape. Mbiklane comes from Mandileni in the former Transkei and has been presenting African traditional music show for 29 years. To his followers, he was famously known as Zau Zau, Doza Bantwana. He started his career in Radio Transkei in the early 1980s and has won 6 South African Traditional Music Awards, in short SATMAs. Mbiklane was 54 when he passed away. Umhlobo Wenene FM station manager Phumzile Mnci says this is the saddest moment for the station.
As Umhlobo Wenene FM, the station is deeply saddened by the departure of this giant of the airwaves. Things will never be the same again at the station. However, I would like to send condolences to the family and friends.
His relatives have also expressed their feelings regarding this tragic loss.
My brother passed away at 9:30 this morning, since he was in coma from the 9th of February. Right now we are going to Monfrey. We are preparing the funeral.
Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced, including his memorial service.
Cape Town is a cosmopolitan city that boasts a vibrant art scene, which includes top galleries on the African continent. Now, the Cape Town Art Fair is currently taking place, and the city will once more showcase diversity of artistic works that the African continent has to offer. The groundbreaking fair was held under the auspices of global exhibition giant Fair Affairs Italy and Art International Istanbul. More than 130 artists and 40 leading galleries took part in the fair. The third edition of the Cape Town Art Fair features work presented by prominent Italian, Pan-African, South African and a variety of other top international galleries. Apart from the sensational works on display, people had the opportunity to take part in a series of talks. The fair occupies 3 floors at the Avenue at the V&A waterfront in Cape Town. The 2015 Cape Town Art Fair is held at an important time in Cape Town's art and design calendar when the mother city welcomes international and local visitors not only in Cape Town Art Fair but also events taking place in the city at the same time. Visitors had the opportunity to view works by many South Africans' most influential and most important artists, as well as seeing the country's young and emerging artists in one place. The fair is also an opportunity to attract visitors to the galleries, not only to purchase the artworks but to explore South African contemporary art. The third Cape Town Art Fair is now also attracting not only the leading Cape Town galleries but also those from Gauteng and elsewhere on the African continent. The art lovers in South Africa are increasingly eager to showcase their best work. The fair comes to an end tomorrow. This year's nominees for the South African Film and Television Awards has increased by 7%. Not only that, Judge Roberto Duran says the standard of work from producers and filmmakers has also improved. The nominees' announcements was made this week. Outstanding talent will be recognized and the winners are rewarded a Golden Horn trophy. The awards ceremony will take place on the 19th and 22nd of March.
Gather around the Golden Horn tree tonight. Our roots are strong. Together, we share our stories.
Made an effort tonight, which is very, well, for the most part, some table 3 disappointing. Yeah.
But looking lovely.
But can I just say, I take this moment, you look magnificent too, you really do.
Comedy.
Best Actress TV Comedy. Kharidumeli, Mehmedi Teho as Josephine. My Perfect Family, Baby Trele as Portia Nkosi. Squeeze Us Season 2, Tulu Munedi as...
Let's take a quick ad break, but stay tuned.
Didier Drogba, a footballer from Ivory Coast, was named as the third most influential celebrity in Africa.
Where I saw him display, he's a very nice player. He always make an impact.
Drogba donated his $5 million endorsement fee to the construction of a hospital in Abidjan.
Well, there are some lesser-known football stars in the continent that you haven't met.
Really?
And are deserving of more attention.
I think we will do better.
The Journal, every Saturday at 1:30 on SABC News.
Goodman Gallery is at it once again. This time around, they're exhibiting the artwork titled Other People's Memories. This is a group show which explores the way in which history and memories exist in the process of making. Also, the relationship between the artist, the artwork, and the viewer. We are now joined in studio by curator and artist of this exhibition, Emma Lawrence and Nolan Oswald Dennis. Hello, guys, and welcome to the show.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming. Now, Emma, tell us a bit about what this exhibition is all about.
Well, I think that it's a group exhibition, so there's a few artists on it, Nolan being one of them, and it really just looks at how South African artists, as well as artists who are interested in the post-colonial or kind of African diaspora, deal with history, deal with the archive and deal with memory. And it kind of draws connections and parallels between artists who are seemingly working with quite disparate ideas and mediums, but are all kind of looking at how information gets archived and how information gets told, and stories get shown. Personal histories, in the case of the artist Mashekwa Langa, political histories in the case of Adam Brumberg and Oliver Channerin, you know, who have worked with an archive directly, And some artists kind of move in between those two spaces. So Mikhail Sabatsky, who's a photographer on the show, deals both with the archive and knowledge systems that exist, as well as kind of images from his own history, from his own scrapbooks from when he was a child. And really kind of how that fits in and what the artist does with that in order to make a point or deal with, you know, in South Africa, particularly traumatic history.
All right, if I can just maybe go to you, Nolan. What is your contribution to this exhibition?
I've made an installation, and it's an object. It's a kind of a timber box with wax cast inside, and into the wax I've written various histories and contemporary moments of fire in South African and general African history. It's kind of like where fire sits in our popular imagination.
All right, now Emma, what sort of a message are you trying to, you know, bring out to all the art lovers out there?
You know, I think that we're really trying to explore the idea that information is not, or history is not concrete, that there is never one story to be told, or there's never one, you know, even with something that is seemingly kind of concrete, this happened then, you know, there's a hierarchy in that, and there's a power structure in that, and I think that all of the works on the exhibition try to negotiate and understand the role that the cataloguing of information plays.
All right, now Nolan, as an artist, where do you draw, you know, your inspiration? What inspires you to do your art? I
think there's a responsibility that South Africans have. So that's a very important inspiration in my work, is how to deal with this responsibility that we've been given. And then experience of living in South Africa, trying to make sense of this world around us, and then also trying to kind of expand the space that we are meant to, allowed to, and somehow found ourselves operating in, to make our world a little bit bigger, in a sense.
All right, guys, I wish we could chat a bit more, but time is up. Thank you so much for joining us. Cape Town music legend Zayn Adam has died at the Groote Schuur Hospital in Cape Town after he suffered a heart attack. The musician was laid to rest at the Warmer Estate in the Cape Lands.
The impossible dream.
Local legend, musician and artist who for more than 50 years entertained fans from all over the world, Zayn Adams died this week at the age of 67 at the Groote Schuur Hospital in Cape Town.
With unbearable sorrow.
The frontman for the renowned 70s jazz band, Pacific Express, Adam was billed to perform alongside his fellow band members at the Cape Town International Jazz Festival in the month of March. In the past few years, Adam's career, with the help of Alistair Ezobel, the Give a Little Love singer, was reintroduced to South African audiences through shows around the Cape. Adam was born in Salt River in 1947. His first foray into music saw him pick up a guitar at the age of 11. At the time, his father and brother were at the helm of the Cape Malay Choir, the Celtics Sing Choir. Music ran in the family. At 15, Adam joined the Golden City Dixie's Carnival Show, and things snowballed from there.
To reach the unreachable star.
South African film musician Yvonne Chaka Chaka will be headlining at the 6th edition of the Koroga Festival in Nairobi, Kenya. She'll also be launching her new offering titled Let's Talk Music with a Purpose. The festival takes place on the 19th of March.
They say it takes a village to raise a child.
Known for her beautiful voice, catchy lyrics and funky Afro-traditional beats, Yvonne Chaka Chaka is arguably one of Africa's greatest performers in songstress. Her songs often transcend borders, age, race, and even language. Besides music, Yvonne's philanthropic efforts have been a colossal part of her life, leading her to start the Princess of Africa Foundation in 2007, which has championed various humanitarian causes in most of the continent. Her album launch at the festival will be coinciding with the celebrating 30 years in the music industry this month. The Koroga Festival is a bi-monthly music and arts festival which features some of the best acts in the continent. The editions have featured international musical greats like Simpiwe Dana, Baba Mal, Papa Wemba, and Freshly Ground.
South Africa's finest radio DJs made it to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards nomination list for 2015. Bonang Mateba, Popin Chongwana, Roger Good and Darren Simpson will be competing in the favorite South African radio DJs category.
TV and radio personality Bonang Mateba, Popin Chongwana, Darren Simpson and Roger Good have been nominated in the 2015 Nickelodeon Kids Awards. The four have been nominated in the favorite South African radio DJ category. The event honors the year's biggest television, movie and music act as voted by the Nickelodeon viewers. Winners get presented a hollow orange blimp figure which also functions as a kaleidoscope. Nickelodeon 28th Annual Kids' Choice Awards will be held on March 28, 2015 at the Forum in Inglewood, California and hosted by Nick Jonas.
It is definitely an award season in South Africa with numerous award ceremonies held across the country. The Royalty Soapy Awards are hosting its second award ceremony. This year, the awards are even bigger and more categories for the viewers to have the final say on who walks away with the awards. Now, actress and founder of the Royalty Soapy Awards, Winnie Njaba, is joining me in studio to discuss what we can expect this year. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Now, soapies, you know, a lot of people watch soapies. Why do you think that there have never been awards dedicated to them in South Africa?
I think it's mainly the reason why I decided to come up with the Royalty Soapy Awards, because we have a huge number of followers, people who sit at home religiously to watch these shows. But I sat and I was like, when do we get a chance to recognize and reward this excellence that is this industry, this genre that is growing so much? Hence then I decided, you know, it's time that we do this for the acting, for the actors, because I looked at music. Music has got so many award ceremonies in 1 year, but we only had one, and even that, it's not enough. Now there's two, but it's not enough. We still need more and more and more to really promote even the growth of our industry.
Yes, now, Winnie, this is the second time that you are doing the awards. What does it take to put together such a huge event?
It's work and loads of sleepless nights, but I have a team that works with me, really, and we are grateful because we have these departments of arts and culture that are on board now, supporting. I mean, it speaks more with their strategy as well as arts and culture to grow the industry. But it takes a whole lot of work. But we are getting so much support, even from the industry itself, from the production houses, the people that produce the shows. So our work is not as hard as it was when we started. Yeah.
All right, now what can we, you know, maybe expect to see different this year as compared to last
Oh
year?
my goodness, it's going to be a fun-filled show.
Yeah.
Number one, we've got the Goliaths. I don't know if you know them. They are comedians. It's going to be such a fun, elegant, light show. And we've decided, because we want our viewers to also have a voice. We have decided that the panel, the experts, the judges, they will judge and vet and give us the nominees. But then in the performance categories, we've decided that the viewer now at home will have a voice. They must vote for their favorite. Remember, people, go out there and vote, and vote and vote. And tickets are also open at CompuTickets. Yeah, that's the different part that we decided to add this year, that let the viewer also have a say.
Yeah, now still on that, why did you decide to incorporate viewers this year?
Just for that reason. I mean, we don't want them to feel left out. We want them to have a say and have a voice. I mean, they sit at home almost every night and watch these shows. They know they have their favorites. They know who they want to see winning. So yeah, we just wanted them to be part of this. We don't want to alienate the audience.
So who's your favorite? Who are you hoping wins this year?
No, I think anyone who's nominated is a winner, according to me, as an artist myself. But like I said, it's a panel of experts, the judges who determine the nominees. And I really don't know who's going to win. I can't even say.
You have
I think
no idea.
They are all the best.
All right. Now, how do you maybe intend, to make it bigger and better moving on forward?
Definitely, we need it to grow. We are also looking into incorporating even Africa into this. I mean, but we're still in our second year. But it's part of our long-term plan, because these shows are watched across Africa, and they have their own soapies as well. So we want to include them into this. It's going to be a big, big, big thing. We might even include our international soaps as well, but we are definitely working into growing it. But it's step by step, really. We are in our second year. But we are aiming at growing it and
you spoke
becoming
about,
a global thing.
international soapies. Why do you maybe want to incorporate those instead of maybe just keeping it local?
Like I said, we're starting here in South Africa, but then we're going to definitely include Africa, because they watch our shows as well. And we also need to just unite Africa. Then maybe we can look into bringing in, I mean, in the Oscars, they have the foreign language category. In the film, and they include our movies here. Why not include them?
All right,
but
now
it's not something we're going to do now.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, but this is a very huge event. When it comes to money, how are these awards sponsored, or how are they financed to make sure that they are a success?
Yes, like I said, we are financed by the Department of Arts and Culture National and the KZN government, Arts and Culture. And we still need more. And obviously we've got Mzansi Magic on board as well, and Ukhozi FM as our broadcast partners. But we still need more. If corporates can really buy into the arts, I mean, I really believe the arts play a huge part in growing the economy of the country. So they need to buy into this, and let's grow this industry together.
All right, now, Winnie, we wish you all the best on the awards, and thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You're
Remember,
most
go
welcome.
there and buy tickets. They're available at CompuTickets, and we meet you there.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Now, Ida, a film produced by South African-born and theatre producer Eric Abraham, won the Best Foreign Language Film at a ceremony in Los Angeles last week. This is the second Academy Award for Abraham after his 1996 win for the film Kolia. A black and white film, Ida is set in 1962 Poland and tells the story of 18-year-old Anna, who is preparing to become a nun. A meeting with her aunt reveals that she is in fact Jewish and that her real name is Ida. Orphaned as an infant during the German occupation of World War II, the two women embark on a road trip to the Polish countryside to learn the fate of their family. Ida was also selected as Best Film of 2014 by the European Film Academy and as Best Film Not in the English Language of 2014 by the British Academy of Film and Television Arts. The Fugard Theatre will be the first in Africa to screen Ida on Saturday the 21st of March 2015. Ida has over the past 2 years emerged as a strong awards contender after also winning the Best Film Award at the London Film Festival in 2013. It has since battled with other major award ceremonies. Abraham commissioned the screenplay 6 years ago and put up 40% of the financing for the project through his companies. A former journalist and foreign correspondent, he left Cape Town in January 1977. He now lives mostly in London but regularly returns to Cape Town. Ida has performed impressively at the US box office with around $3.7 million. The history of South Africa's second oldest township, Red Location, is now captured in a new book, A Place to Live, penned by Professor Vuyisile Msila. Captures the rich history of the Red Location and its importance in the struggle for freedom. Msila also tells the township about the story about the township of New Brighton, of which the Red Location forms part.
Red Location is named after the red color of the corrugated iron used to build the first dwellings here. The building material was salvaged from a concentration camp of the First South African War at the turn of the 20th century. The first Umkhonto weSizwe cell was also formed in this township. The book covers the whole 110-year history of Red Location.
One can expect to get a history of Red Location. You know, what inspired me to write the book is, if you look around, you'll find that there are few books that document what has happened in the townships. So for me, it was very necessary for such a book to be written.
The book will now make the history of the township even more accessible.
I didn't even know that the houses we lived in were World War II barracks, mind you. And so I'm very, very, very happy.
I'm really proud that somebody has decided to write about the history of Elalini. I'm not going to say Red Location, Elalini. That's how we used to call a Red Location, Elalini.
A Place to Live is on retail shelves already. The Red Location Museum is currently closed due to an ongoing housing and service dispute between the residents of the area and the municipality. Ifuya Poti, SABC News, Port Elizabeth.
International music extravaganza Boiler Room is coming to South Africa in a few days. Now, Boiler Room is an underground music project that explores and documents the world's most authentic and original underground music scenes. Boiler Room sessions are streamed online and attract millions of people from around the world. Now, a dance crew IDA will be taking part in the event, but before they perform for us, we'll just have a quick chat just to find out a bit more what they're all about. Hi, guys, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. So, now, for those people that don't know who you are, what is or who is IDA?
IDA is an indigenous dance academy based in Welamlambo. It's a local dance academy for local young kids out there to get out of the streets, and some of the dance academies are far away, so we decided to open the dance academy locally for easy access to them, and it's very helpful. It's not just a dance academy, it's a school as well. We teach you respect and discipline, how to discipline yourself on stage and in other places as well.
All right, now you guys will be performing at the Boiler Room session. You know, what can we maybe expect to see from you in a few days?
Energy, stamina, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very enjoyable. When we enjoy it, the people enjoy it as well.
That's true. Now, how did you become part of the Boiler Room sessions?
Basically, like we're only in dance academy locally, so we are one of the best as well. So that's why we became like part of the Boiler Room, because we're the only ones doing our thing, you know.
All right, now about your moves, you said you're, indigenous. What inspires? Where do you draw inspiration from?
The locals, because internationally, we are different from other crews as well, because we are representing where we come from. So we do it like originally, from.
All right.
Locals.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming, and we look forward to seeing your performance.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.